So I thought I would talk just briefly here as I'm cooking dinner. It's about 6:30 at night and I'm trying to cook dinner for myself. Ellie just woke up from a nap. Trent won't be home until almost 9 o'clock tonight. So, I'm just trying to get some food in me. I've got some radishes and broccoli and peppers that I sliced up and sauteed. Had some bacon in there that needed to be cooked, so I fried that bacon up from our pastured pork from last year, and then I just whipped up a couple of eggs in a bowl with some raw milk, and I'm basically making an egg scrambler with vegetables and eggs and a couple pieces of bacon thrown in, and then I'll take the rest of this beautiful bacon here and put it in a Ziploc. Well, it's actually not a Ziploc. It's a reusable plastic baggy thing, and I'll go ahead and put that in the fridge and eat in the next couple of days. I just wanted to talk about kind of the realities of homesteading when you're either a stay-at-home mom or a single parent, or a parent that the other one, your spouse or partner or whoever, is gone a lot, whether they work far away or are just not home very often. You okay, Shug? Okay. The harsh reality is that there is so much work to be done, and it has to all be done, including feeding the chickens, feeding the ducks, letting them out in the morning, locking them up at night. We burn wood for heat, so the wood stove, during the winter months. You got bones in your milk? What's going on? All of that has to be done. And unfortunately, my husband works where he's gone, a lot. He was gone Monday all day. Now it's Tuesday. He was gone, most of the day. He'll be home at 9 o'clock at night. And then Sunday he leaves to go travel for about a week, probably, for another job out of state. So he'll be flying Sunday afternoon probably. And there's times where he's home every night, and he's usually always home on weekends, which is such a blessing. But there's also weekends where he's gone and he works the entire week, and he comes home Sunday, afternoon or evening, and goes back to work, Monday morning. And he's up between 4 and 6 a.m. every morning, depending on where his job is for the day. So, when he's gone, I still have to deal with our sweet little Ellie here, who is a little over 4 months old, and all the things that come with having a baby. And moms especially, we're breastfeeding, we're on that journey, and then there's the constant attention that a baby requires. And then there's still all the regular things that you need to do. There's laundry and sweeping and mopping the floors, and there's cleaning the windows and cleaning the bathrooms and dusting, whatever your household chores are. There's those things too, but then there's also going out, doing the wood stove, which most people don't burn wood for heat, but again, we do. The winter months are actually really light when it comes to activity, because we don't currently keep any large livestock over the winter. So right now we only have chickens and ducks, but there still are quite a bit of chores that go into having chickens and ducks. They need to be fed, they need to be watered. They have heated water bowls right now because everything outside freezes. So anything that's outside needs to be unfrozen, it needs to be refilled. Our water lines we have turned off outside for the winter, so I'm hauling 70 pounds or more of water outside every day, and having to make sure that they have food, that they have clean water. I check multiple times a day. I'm getting the eggs so that they don't freeze multiple times a day outside, and then having to lock the birds up at night to make sure that predators don't get to them. Hey, and then I don't want to discourage anyone from wanting to do this. This has been my dream my entire life, to have a farm or have a homestead, and grow my own food and all of those things. But it is so much work. And then you put a baby into the mix, and then it's really a lot of work. And I'm so thankful for the work that my husband does, because his job supports the lifestyle because it's very expensive. It's very expensive to eat, you know, predominantly organically. It's very expensive to raise your own meat for food. Don't let anybody fool you if they say it's cheaper than buying meat at the grocery store. It isn't. Though, of course, the quality is just incomparable, and that's a discussion for another day. But it costs a lot of money to have livestock. It costs a lot of money to have a farm, and it takes a lot of time, and time is money as well, and it takes a lot of resources. And when you have children, especially small children, you know, that's a lot to think about in and of itself. And you know, I had no idea. We got our farm last May. I was, you know, pregnant, 6 months pregnant or so, and if I thought I was in for a lot of work when I was pregnant, I had no idea the workload that I was going to have, you know, having a baby and doing all of this. And I'm so lucky to have my husband to help me. You know, he does all of our big building projects, and when he's here on the weekends, you know, either he does chores in the morning and I stay in bed with her, or, you know, sometimes if I can get out of bed and not wake her, then I go out and do chores in the morning and let him just relax and enjoy his morning with Ellie, because he doesn't get to see her in the mornings usually. Excuse me. And we just, you know, go from there. So it's a lot. It's a huge balancing act. There's a lot of, you know, me running around with the baby monitor and trying to get everything done when she's taking naps. And as you can see, I still have I think you can see from here, a sink load of dishes. I, you know, made 2 loaves of banana bread today, and I had breakfast and I had lunch, and I'm, you know, cooking dinner right now, and I still managed to run to the post office. My mother-in-law, who helps me tremendously, I could not live without her, who lives 3 minutes away, you know, watch Ellie so I could run to the post office. I had to mail out seeds for a seed swap that I'm participating in, and, you know, I haven't did any laundry. I managed to have a shower today, and then all of the other outside things had to be done. So it's really prioritizing time, and it's, you know, just being really aware of what it requires in order to have the lifestyle that you want to have. And more often than not, you don't know what you're getting yourself into, especially with a new animal, until you have that animal and you go, whoa, I have to do what? Whoa, I have to do what? You know, I have to haul out 70 pounds of water just to keep chickens and ducks in the winter when I live in a northern climate, and have to make sure that their eggs don't freeze and their water doesn't freeze, and, you know, that the door doesn't not want to open because it's frozen shut on the run, or God forbid on the coop, and then I can't even get in there. Thankfully that's never happened, but the run has been frozen shut for days before, and I haven't been able to get it open. And so then the chickens have been, you know, in the coop or in their little enclosed run, and have been very upset that they couldn't go out in their pasture, even if it's covered in snow. And then, you know, we're right around the corner from spring, and then that's just a super busy time. We're getting chicks here in a couple of weeks, new egg layer chicks. I have chicks in the incubator that are going to be hatching in a couple of weeks. We have, you know, seeds starting to come up in the garden, and we're hopefully getting our next piglets for meat pigs here in the next couple of months, and talking about getting a couple of steers. And that's, you know, just the tip of the iceberg. And then you have garden season and harvest season and canning season, and, you know, fruit trees and picking grapes and boiling juice and picking the strawberries and the raspberries. And there's a lot of things, especially with, you know, vegetables and fruit, that are all time sensitive too. So, you know, balancing that with livestock and having a baby, you know, it's a lot of work. Whoa. Okay, had a burp there, huh? Oh. So I just wanted to just kind of rant on that and talk about, you know, the realities of it. It's a lot of work, and you know, that's something that certainly people, when you're thinking about homesteading, or, you know, if you're a stay-at-home parent, or if you have children and you're really just wishing and hoping and dreaming of this kind of a lifestyle, that's something to consider and to be aware of. It's a lot of work, and every new animal and every new, you know, plant or whatever it is that you add on, you're going to be, you know, adding on more work, and it has to be done. You know, the farm doesn't wait, and the chickens don't wait, and the ducks don't wait, and the pigs don't wait, and the garden doesn't wait. So, you know, there's just all things to consider. So I'm gonna finish my dinner here and probably feed this little lady and spend some time with her. And I hope you all have a great evening, and thanks for listening to me to rant about this, and I'll see you next time. Say bye. Bye bye.